My name is Betsy Berry, and I am the Executive Director of the Center for the Advancement of Teaching. And I am so pleased to welcome you to Wake Forest, even if it is not the normal way we would do so, and to do so in a semester and a year that has to be one of the most challenging years to start a new faculty position. So I just want to say that we see you. Even if we don't physically see you, we know that this is going to be a challenge for you and that we in the Center for the Advancement of Teaching are here for you. You may have already heard of us, but if not, we encourage you to go to our website. That's the place to begin to see all the things that we can do for you. If you have participated in a peer learning community in your department, you've already participated in some of the work we've put together over the last 5 months to prepare for emergency teaching in these times. This is the go-to place to find all that you need. If we were giving a normal orientation session, we would begin by telling you about our mission and what we stand for and the kinds of things we hope to promote and the various services we provide. But we trust you can read that, and instead we'd rather get down to business and talk about the most important things you need as you're preparing for the fall. So if you go to our homepage right now, at the top of our homepage is a list of resources that we have prepared for in an emergency for those of you that are, all of you that are transitioning to teaching in either fully online, blended, or socially distanced classroom spaces. All of these resources are important, but this is a short video, so I want to highlight two in particular. The first is the link to updates, which takes you to our new blog that has resources for teaching in this new COVID-19 environment. These blog posts are about pedagogy. They are also about the events that we host each week, and they are also about updates that we think are important for you to know. The most important thing for you to see on this website is that you can sign up to receive these updates in your email inbox. Every time we post a new update, it will show up the next day at 8 a.m. Typically, we expect we will probably post at most 2 posts a week, so we won't be flooding your inbox, and it's a great way to stay in touch and keep informed about what's happening at Wake Forest. But I think the best thing for you as a new person at Wake Forest and as someone who is navigating all sorts of challenges that you would even in normal times as a new faculty member, the best way for you to get support is to reach out to one of us individually through one-on-one consultations. And so if you click on this link, you'll come to a page where you can see all 4 of the full-time staff in the CAT, as well as the full-time staff in our adjacent offices that can also support you. So you can click on our schedule links, and it'll take you to our calendars, and that will allow you to set up a time that works for us and you, and that we can talk about whatever question you have at Wake Forest, and we can, if we can't answer that question for you, we'll certainly point you in the right direction to get you the help that you need. So I just want to end to help you choose who you might want to meet with and who you think might be able to help you best. I want to end by introducing ourselves and saying a little bit more about what we do individually in the office and what our background is. So I'll begin with me and say that I've been at Wake Forest for about 2 years, and before that I was the Associate Director of the Center for Teaching Excellence at Rice University. But before that, I was a traditional academic. I taught 2 years of first-year writing at Rice. But before that, I was a tenure-track assistant professor in philosophy and religion. My PhD is in religion, but I do comparative ethics, and I do work on moral disagreement and what that means for how we should live together in society. In the CAT, I obviously manage our work and our team that is phenomenal to make sure that we are living up to our mission, but I'm also the one who does most of the work at the university level, working with leadership to think about initiatives that we're doing at the university level and also policies that might support teaching on campus. So as you might imagine, I've been pretty busy over the last 5 months as we've thought about how to transition in this environment. So now I just want to turn it over to my colleague, Dr. Christy Verbecki, to introduce herself.
Welcome to Wake Forest. My name is Christy Verbecki. I'm the Director of Educational Development at the Center for the Advancement of Teaching. I've been at Wake for about 8 years now. I've been doing faculty development work for 20. My background is actually in psychology and instructional design and technology, and I really love engaging with my colleagues on a variety of different teaching topics. So if you're interested in exploring a new strategy in your teaching or perhaps using a new technology tool, or even thinking about completely redesigning a course or designing a new course, I'd love to talk with you more. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Thanks, and welcome to Wake Forest.
And now I'd like to turn it over to my other colleague, Dr. Anita McCauley.
Hello, my name is Anita McCauley, and I'm an assistant director in the CAT. I've been part of the Wake Forest community for over 20 years. My PhD is in neurobiology, and I was a faculty member in the biology department here for many years before moving into the CAT. I taught introductory, upper level, and graduate courses in physiology, neuroanatomy, and microscopy. My areas of focus within the CAT are curriculum development, STEM programs, and learning spaces. In these areas, I help departments and programs revise existing curricula, develop new curricula, and develop effective and sustainable assessment plans. While I focus on supporting STEM faculty, I help all faculty think about designing courses, assignments, and assessments, creating engaging and inclusive learning experiences, and brainstorming solutions to any pedagogical questions or challenges that they have. In addition, I lead book discussions for STEM faculty and help provide pedagogical training for graduate students and postdoctoral fellows. Lastly, as a member of the Learning Spaces Committee, I work with faculty and staff from across the institution to help design and renovate learning spaces. Welcome to Wake Forest. I look forward to getting to meet you all and work with you in the coming years.
And last but not least is the newest member of our team, Dr. Bethany Morrison, who is our postdoctoral research associate. She received her PhD in political science from Emory University last summer and has been with us for a year. She is teaching in the politics department this fall and blended with an online pathway designation. So those of you that are teaching that may want to hit her up for some advice. She is trained as a quantitative political scientist, so we have her on our team to help us with our data analysis and collection and helping us think about assessment to see that we're having the impact that we want to have on campus. She's also here to work with those of you that are interested in doing research on your teaching and learning and designing empirical experiments, if you're interested in that, in your spare time this year. But because of the transition we've all had to remote teaching and the demand for support, for one-on-one support for teaching, she's actually pivoted to do much more of that work and would love to work with any of you who would like to talk about your teaching and course design and any number of issues that come up, and particularly those of you in the social sciences. So with that, I just want to say, again, welcome to Wake Forest. We are so glad you're here. We are sorry we could not meet with you in person, but we look forward to the day when we will. We'll see you in the quad and we'll welcome you in a reception to our space on the 6th floor of ZSR Library. But until then, we wish you the best of luck this semester, and we hope that you will keep in touch whenever you have any question whatsoever.